It's Friday, so we got training log day. This is Carl Ragavan, Europe's original starting strength coach. This is Beautiful Strength. Welcome to the show. I was in Wales and in London. It's good to document these kind of situations. The night before, sometimes I'm stressing about missing my alarm or oversleeping. So we went to Zero, which was an excellent gym. Every powerlifter's dream. Definitely had all the Eleiko spec equipment, combo powerlifting racks. But here's the deal. A powerlifting strict equipment gym isn't a general strength gym. So from a travel perspective, I always try my best to pack really, really light. The weekend was no exception. Weightlifting shoes and belt and all of that business. It's a lot of crap to pack in just a small checked bag, plus 4 or 5 days worth of clothes. Also, to add further about the packing, I had to take into account that me and Jack were going to go clay pigeon and quad biking. So I knew I had to have a load of messy kind of stuff I could get trashed. How it panned out, I didn't bring my belt. In retrospect, I wish I brought my little cheap neoprene weightlifting belt. That would have been better than nothing. But hey, even as a coach, form creep can happen. So what you'll notice is I asked Jack to make sure I was in the center of the bar. So I think for whatever reason, I've just slowly kind of shifted to one side. 225 kilo squat beltless felt pretty damn good. So I was like, okay, this is a good start. That was exactly what I was programmed to hit for heavy squat day. Crushed it, felt good. Here's the thing, you know, the belt, for the most part, especially when you're a novice and an early intermediate, you need the belt because you don't really have good experience of bracing that intrathoracic brace through your trunk, you know. And again, in relative terms, 225 is a light squat for me. 250 is my best set of 5. So, you know, I wouldn't want to perhaps do this with 240, 245 plus. If I did, I know I'm looking to get a big PR. So sometimes it can kind of fall into your favor when you don't have all the toys with you. It was weird getting shifted across. Anyone who's slightly been misplaced on the bar will know that feeling. When you unrack the weight, just feels 125 press for a top single beltless was pretty damn good. And at the time I was kind of bitching and moaning, thinking it was my belt. But the more I think about it, in the run up to my heavy day, so clearly, obviously, I haven't had the same uniformed amount of sleep because of the build up of the travel. But also previous to that, if we rewind back all the way to Sunday, I had to do a huge programming overhaul, switching from TrueCoach to Everfit. So I had a very stressful weekend. And then even Monday, that workout was a half complete workout. And then the rest of my Monday workout, I came in and did on Tuesday. So what that meant was, going into my Friday, I was like, I probably could still do my light day, because I did Monday, Tuesday, which was supposed to be all done on Monday, but I ended up leaving the house late. Stuff happens like that, okay? I took an executive decision to be like, do you know what, if I squeeze this light day in my Wednesday, and I've done Monday, Tuesday, doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday would be too stressful. And I was thinking to myself, if I was to cram this light day in, I think I won't be fresh for my heavy day. And, you know, in situations like that, it's not an occurrence that I do often, but it has happened from programming from time to time, right? When you have travel plans on Fridays, perhaps some of that training tonnage I missed out on during the week. So that is also perhaps the sleep, and the food, of course, is a big thing, especially for press. I definitely feel like good sleep, good food is important. But I also think, yeah, skipping my light day because I wanted to kind of keep my body fresh, that could have had an impact as well. Usually what happens is I do a token power clean before I do my heavy deadlifts. Zero does not have weightlifting bars, so I ended up doing a token power clean at 90 with a power bar, an Eleiko power bar. Those of you who've never experienced that, bless your heart. It fucking stung. The knurling really rips on your thighs. Usually as well, didn't this time, but the knurl can kind of really scrape on your throat as well. And then the rack pull. So, being that there were combo racks, I didn't really want to fuck up any of these brand new combo racks. So what happened instead was there was these shitty little strength blocks. So any of you who've done this, a block pull is very different to a rack pull. When you do a block pull, you really have to pull all the slack out of the bar, so it's way tougher. And also, being a block pull, it wasn't too rack pull height. So a rack pull height is like just below the kneecap, whereas a block pull is kind of mid shin kind of spots. So it was a little bit deeper range of motion than I'd want from a rack pull, because the rack pull is all about intensity and load. 275 is not really what I wanted to rack pull for the day. It felt tough, and also the innate nature of a rack pull, you kind of drop the bar ideally, right? And doing that with blocks, you'll see the blocks kind of jump, so it kind of distracted me, and I ended up just doing 2 triples. It felt tough being that it was beltless, but it was more the fact that I didn't want to have a shit show where the blocks went everywhere. So again, these kind of things are all not perfect to this heavy day, but that's okay. Another interesting thing I noticed in Wales, being that it's a big town of rugby culture and pretty big dudes in general. You know, me and Jack's 6'1", we're both 120 kilos. I'm 5'5", he's 6'1", right? What was quite funny about that whole weekend that I was in Wales, I constantly was getting complimented on how massive I am. People asking me that I should be playing rugby, and you're fucking hench, you're massive, you're this, you're that. It wasn't just one person, there was several people coming up giving me compliments. Also, when I was waiting for my train in King's Cross, I was just watching and observing the people. So I was waiting at the station in King's Cross for over 15-20 minutes, looking, seeing the different demographic of different guys' physiques. It was mostly skinny fuckboys or dad bods. There was probably not one single guy in that 20 minutes. And King's Cross is a busy station. There was not one guy I thought looked muscular, looked like he could lift more than me, or even looked like he went to the gym. So without further ado, here are my heavy day lifts.
doing so. Oh, I assumed you'd have done it before, but it's not done yet, but it's all new ground.
Not today.
Yeah, I hate when 130 doesn't go over my head like that. Yeah, happens to the best of us, man. So,
I need my belt.
left his belt in Scotland. Oh. Oh my god, yeah, powerlifting knurling as well. No leg hair for you, good sir.
Fuck it, I'm done. Maybe got one more left in me before these go. That was another episode. I'm Carl Ragavan. That was Beautiful Strength. And remember, the barbell never lies.